Yeah, once I reposted the other day something about overcoming, lust and things like that, the Jezebel spirit, all of that sort of stuff. And I forgot to mention on that video, obviously it was one of my first videos that I did, but I also wanted to add, everything starts off in the spirit, you know. So things like when you're dreaming, when you're sleeping and you're dreaming, that's where most of the time the devil likes to really come for God's children, really come for you. Because you know what? One thing about dreaming is that it's the place where God can place instructions. He can place what's going to happen in the future, your dreams, in your dreams. Do you get what I'm saying? He can place whatever he wants you to pay attention to in your dreams. But the devil comes now to cause confusion in that same dream. So for most of us, for how it used to happen with me is like, because I used to be so into the whole, I was lost. Do you get what I'm saying? I was into the whole, girls, drinking, all of that sort of stuff there. So when you now dream, your dream just you're going around in circles. You're living it, you're dreaming it, you're living it, you're dreaming it, you're living it, you're dreaming it. And then it's like, because you're dreaming what you're living, and then that's all that's going on in the following day, the next dream, there's no space for God to insert a message through your dream for you. He might even have done that, but like most of the time what happens is the devil will come and to wipe that off your memory. You're not even going to remember that when you wake up. Do you get what I'm saying? So I remember one of the prayers I used to do was, I used to say to God, if there's any dreams that's not from you, I need you to, I said, I used to ask the Holy Spirit, I need you to intervene. I need you to wake me up. And to my surprise, I would wake up, I'll be asleep, and then I'll wake up at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. And I'm waking up what? And I can't go back to sleep. And I'm getting, I'm feeling a bit frustrated because I've got things to do in the morning, early hours. So I'm thinking, why am I waking up this early? This late, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. And then I heard him say, this is what you asked for. And then I remembered, I was like, oh yeah, before I slept, I said a prayer to God, because before that, what used to happen is I'll go sleep. I'm trying to battle this whole lust, this whole, whatever you call it, spiritual spouse or whatever's going on at night. I'm trying to battle all that off me. And then sometimes I'll go sleep and something will take place, an attack will take place in my sleep. And I only realize it afterwards, or even when I wake up. Then I'm like, what? And I get frustrated because I'm like, what? If I knew what? So I started asking God, you know what? I need you to intervene and wake me up. And so that's what started happening afterwards. I just started going to sleep. Then I'll realize what is happening in my sleep. Right. First, it started off with I'll just start waking up off my sleep, and I'll wonder, why am I up? And then I'll realize, oh yeah, this is what I prayed for. All right, cool. Say a prayer, I'll go back to sleep. Cool. And then I think weeks went by. It started progressing where there was a progression where within my sleep, I will realize what's going on. And then I'm like, what? Do you get what I'm saying? And then I'll lock it off myself. And then cool. Then a few weeks later now, what started happening is I'll be in my sleep, and before anything happens, way before it, I start clocking one or two little things like who's this? Why they there? Whose voice is this? I'm starting asking all these questions. Then something doesn't add up. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm out of there. Do you get what I'm saying? I wake up and I'll go do something else, and then I'll try and go back to sleep afterwards. So those are the steps. Those are what happened with when it came to locking off, starting to realize that the way I felt in life with this whole lust thing, girls and all of this, that it was starting from at night, the dreams. Do you get it? And then once I started noticing these attacks and dealing with them before they even happened, I realized that during the day I was all right. Like I was cool. And then before I knew it, it was out the window. And then obviously there's other things that you got to do as well. But I'm just saying that's one of the things that was going on while I was sleeping. And that's one of the ways how I overcame it. And obviously, you know, it's never gone. It's always going to be one or two little things try and come, but it's never going to get back to that level where it's that again. Do you get what I'm saying? Because now what the Holy Spirit does is he equips you with ways to notice these things before it even gets to that point. Because before it used to happen, then I clock afterwards. Then I'm like, damn. But now it's like you're seeing it ahead. You're seeing the enemy's tricks ahead. Do you get it? So that's just one of the things I wanted to share today on Chris Speaks. And yeah, like, just stay strong. If you're battling the spirit of lust and, you know, all of these sort of things, just watch one of my previous videos when I was talking about what I had to do, one of the things that I had to do. And, you know, press the like button on this video as well if it's helped you out in any way. And, you know, you can send me a message, and because I've gone through it as well. You know, it's not easy path to take, this path that we're taking, but it's a battle that you're gonna win. Do you get what I'm saying? So you just gotta realize you get me, it's a mental battle, spiritual, but you gotta get your mentality right, you know, as in how you're preparing yourself to go into sleep, you know, seeking God's face, making that prayer, you know, asking him to intervene, and then, you know, wake up when you feel like, you know, I need to wake up at that time. Don't be lazy and, you know, go back to sleep and think it's nothing. No, wake up at that time and say your prayers, and, you know, just talk to God, or find something that you can do, you know, that can, you know, just get your mind out of these things, you know, from thinking these things. And then you'll realize that when you deal with what's happening at night during your sleep, then, you know, the next day when you got to go about, do your business, you got to, you know, live your life, you're going to realize you're not going to worry about these things anymore. So that's just what I wanted to share on Chris Speaks. And make sure you press the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. And I'll see you on my next video. God bless you.